Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sound Test Room. Today, we're taking a look at how to recreate two iconic piano sounds. Okay, so the one from Pink Floyd's Echoes and the one from David Bowie's Ashes to Ashes. Okay, so very simple, very easy to do. We'll do Echoes first. Echoes. Basically, it was starts with a C sharp and then there's like a kind of a C sharp in the bass. It's not a tutorial, it's just the sound, right? So this might have been even higher up here. Right, so what Rick Wright did was put the piano through a Leslie. Probably loads of you already know this. So we're going to use a Piano Tech as a basic sound. I am using the Steinway felt, but you can literally use any piano sound. It doesn't matter. I don't actually even know the original piano that was used, but there you go. It doesn't matter. So we're going to use this Steinway felt piano. Let's see if I can get the volume up here a little bit. Let's put I think must have a compressor preset in here somewhere, I suppose. Let's see. Right. And what they did was put it through a Leslie. So I'm going to use Yonax Aries. And on the amp, I found a Pompeii Special. So I don't know if this is even related to that particular sound, but there you go. So anyway, going back to the main thing, tremolo is on as fast as it'll go. So rotary is on fast. So now we get this, which is if you go and listen to Echoes on YouTube, you'll see that that's similar to the sound that they used. And you can, play around with it. It's a bit hot now, so but you get the idea. Super simple idea that was used in one of Pink Floyd's iconic songs. I think it was from Metal. Or it was a C sharp. And then you can play around with it. But you can go in and dive into as many different controls as you like. You can really kind of listen to the sound and try and recreate it as close as possible. You could add maybe some EQ and stuff. You could even go into Piano Tech's reverb and make adjustments to that if you like. But I've got it basically turned down in the mix. It's a plate I'm using for that. But if you know the song, you'll know that that's kind of real similar. Right, the next one we shall do is Ashes to Ashes by David Bowie. So in this one, they actually used, Tony Visconti used the Eventide flanger, the instant flanger. I'm not sure what it was, something like that. Anyway, he used Eventide flanger. Well, I don't have the Eventide instant flanger on here. So I'm just going to use Blease's flanger, which comes pretty close to recreating it. And that's the settings I'm using. I've played around. It's 100% wet. This is how my LFO is set up for LFO A. And the depth for B is 0. So it's basically kind of like the default patch, but I just messed around with the settings a little tiny bit. Rates 9.93 hertz. But they also used an AMT plate So for this one, I mean, you can use any plate you like. There's even a plate in Piano Tech if you have that. But I've got this on the gold. It's large, and it's large gold plate, I think. There we go, yeah. So it's in large gold plates, fab filter. But like I said, you can pretty much get any plate reverb to do this sort of thing. And you can get a very similar sound. Now, a lot of people originally thought this sound was a synth sound, right? But it's... Let's put the plate in as well. So here's the sound without, again. So just a piano sound. But once we put the flange and the verb in, you know, it's that sound, isn't it? It's brilliant. And in the mix, it sounds nothing like a piano. But you could use this to... Very easy, very simple, very close to what the original sounds were. Of course, if you wanted to go even further, you could start adding kind of tape simulations in and things like that. There are lots of those in iOS. I just thought this would be quite interesting. So again, just to go through those two sounds, I mean, we could leave the plate on actually, even for the echo sound. So here's the kind of a... We could go up at, I think it was the highest C sharp on the grand. If you watch live in Pompeii, you can actually see Rick Wright playing this. So anyway, so slap that through a Hammond. And I think the Hammond was slightly overdriven, hence why I've used the Pompeii Special amp in Aries. But this has a reverb on it as well. That's the release off the piano. But yeah, great sound, really original stuff. And again, a flanger. I mean, kind of pretty much you could get an effect with any flanges, just that these flanges is really versatile, so... My limiter back in. But then again, you see, you can play around. Maybe you want to make some... Right. It feels right around there to me. This might have been an octave lower. That sounds better to me. Anyway, quick video. That's all I wanted to show you. How you can kind of recreate those two. What it sounds like all together. Pretty cool. Anyway, there you go. So the kind of echoes Pink Floyd piano that comes in right at the very beginning. And then... David Bowie's Ashes to Ashes, which loads of people I think thought was a synth. I know that when I first heard Ashes to Ashes, which is a marvellous track, it sounds very, in the mix it's synthetic, but when you find out it's actually just a piano with a flanger on it and a plate reverb, they use the EMT plate and the Eventide instant flanger. Anyway, top job, cool beans. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you later. I hope you found the video relatively interesting. I don't know. I'll see you later anyway. Thank you. Bye.